one down. The best time to replant is when you've got white roots like this and it's really bound against the pot. What happens is when you water your plant, water just sieves through it, doesn't hold, and that's an indicator of when you should be repotting. So that's what we're doing today. Thank you for joining me on my live. I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking in this one, but I am going to show you step by step on how to repot successfully so that you get fruit-bearing trees like I have right here. If you notice, I have like almost 20 fruits on these figs. And did you know people who garden don't really go through depression? Because planting and gardening is one of those things where you're so present in the action in which you're doing that you're not thinking about the past and you're not thinking about the future, but you're so present about what you're doing. And I find that people who go through depression and anxiety, if they just touch soil, if they got their hands dirty, if they got active with another growing being, because at the end of the day, these plants are beings, right? They're existing in a world where they might not have language, but they are alive and they live. And being in the greenhouse, what it shows you, if you're part of the living, if you're part of the process of life, you get to live a different life. And that's why I bring you live into my greenhouse from time to time, is to show you that it's nice to be part of the living. And I hope that you enjoy your greenhouse as much as I enjoy mine. It doesn't take a lot to exchange energy with another being. And I always like putting wood chips on top of my plants. It really helps keep the moisture levels high and it keeps the weeds out. So there's number 2. It's going to be pretty packed in here today. Let's do another one. Maybe I should introduce myself. My name is Kevin. I'm an award-winning gardener. I live in Odessa, Ontario, Canada. And I just love watching things grow. Again, you see the root bound, nice white roots. And they're just circling, looking for a new environment. And that's what we're giving them today. We've got a bit of a ant infestation going on right now. And so what I'm going to do to amend this is I'm just going to add a little bit of diatomaceous earth. It's also known as DE. And this is something that you add to your soil. And what it does is it attacks insects, because insects are exoskeletons, and the diatomaceous earth cuts through their exoskeleton. So we're just going to add a little bit. And that way they'll be protected. There we go. That's number 3. We're going to have to do watering now. But I have one more to pot. Got ants all over me. Again, root bound. We're gonna just give them a little bit of relief. Making sure that we center it in our pot. It's a good time to reposition your plant so that it's growing straight up. That way it can be balanced when we put it outside and the wind takes over. The wind has been very strong the last few days in southern Ontario. I find my plants all on their side in the morning. And I always like to repot my plants on overcast days because I find that the sun takes a real toll on them, especially when they have been repotted. As a gardener, I just like to share things with you. You guys, you can do it all the way that you want to do it. But gardeners, we share different tricks and tips. And the reason that it's different is because we all live in a different zone. We all live in a different climate. We live in different soil conditions and moisture levels and everything like that. So what works for some people might not work for others. But it's nice to hear how other people do it because you can really thrive by sharing knowledge, especially when it comes to plants. And then we'll just add a little bit of diatomaceous earth to this. You can be quite liberal with it. So there's one. And I think I'm out of pots now. I wanted to thank you for joining me this morning on the replanting in the greenhouse studio sessions. I love making these videos for you because it allows me to share my experiences when it comes to greenhouse activity. And I really want people to take part in gardening. If you haven't gotten your hands dirty, do it. It will completely make you smile. It'll give you relief and it will produce something at the end of it. If it's not beautiful, you'll be able to eat what it produces. And I thank you for joining me. I really do. Bye for now.